Hello, you guys. So for those of you who don't know, this is my 3-year-old multi-purpose service dog named Diamond. Um, and she's a pit bull, and yes, pit bulls can be service dogs. Okay. But with that being said, um, what is a multi-purpose service dog? So a multi-purpose service dog is basically a type of service dog that knows more like different tasks for different disabilities. So basically, I have multiple disabilities. Like, for example, multi-purpose service dog can know, um, let's say, medical alert tasks and guide dog tasks, or something like that. Um, dogs can be really smart. So yeah, including Diamond. Um, but basically, my Diamond Girl is for autism assistance, psychiatric alert and response, and medical alert and response. And a lot of people say, oh, you have autism? Like, you must be really high functioning. And yeah, I mean, I'm not severely nonverbal autistic, but I still have a lot of problems related to it. I still have a lot of sensory issues like loud noises that can cause me anxiety, sometimes severe anxiety, sometimes panic attacks. Other people can cause me panic attacks. Anything at anywhere, anytime can cause me an anxiety or panic attack. And without her, I can have a 4 hour long panic attack. Do you know how terrifying that is? Like, panic attacks are not fun at all. Your heart is racing, your, breath is shaky and fast, and you're shaking, and it's just not a good situation at all. And it's happening, it started happening every day when I was in seventh grade. And it's just been continuous since then, almost. Not every day anymore since I've gotten her, but um, almost every other day. So she helps me, that's her psychiatric alert and response part. And no, that does not make her an emotional support dog just because she helps with my autism and anxiety. She is different because she knows tasks, actual tasks, whereas emotional support dogs do not. So she knows self-harm interruption, eating disorder interruption. Oh, this is as far as psychiatric tasks go. Self-harm, eating disorder interruption, um, tactile stimulation, deep pressure therapy, light pressure therapy, um, anxiety alert. Um, she can get my purse, which has my emergency Ativan medicine in it, which is an anti-anxiety medicine. But that's rarely, not rarely, but not needed as much with her. And I'm pretty sure there's more. Let's see. Stimming interruption. Uh, Hold on.
I dipped them in orange just so they don't turn brown on you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyway, that was my mom. But yeah, that's all of her psychiatric tasks that she knows, or at least most of them. I don't know. She knows about 22 tasks. Eating an apple. And so I also have hypoglycemia, and which is low blood sugar, and asthma. So a lot of people don't know this, but asthma can be asthma alert dogs exist, and that's what she is. She alerts to my asthma attacks and my low blood sugar, and she can get my purse, which also has my inhaler in it, and EpiPen and all that other good stuff. EpiPen's for, my severe allergy to red ant bites. But, yeah. And, oh, by the way, I was diagnosed with, Asperger's syndrome, which is an autism spectrum disorder. It's just now all known as autism spectrum disorder, when I was a toddler, and generalized anxiety disorder when I was about 15, I think, yeah, 15 or 16, no, 16 or 17, something like that. Yeah, around then. And hypoglycemia and asthma, I was diagnosed with that when I was 17. Because it didn't start happening until then. I mean, I literally pass out, or most of the time I just get dizzy, but sometimes I pass out and sometimes I hit my head, sometimes I fall on my ass, sometimes I just collapse to the ground, like, dramatically, and no one believes I pass out, but I do, and there's Diamond. But, yeah, so that's why I need her, because without her, I can literally pass out if she doesn't alert. She basically tells me to sit down, and, yeah, so I've had a long history of mental illness, I've been diagnosed with everything from schizophrenia to major depressive disorder, but my current diagnosis now is bipolar type schizoaffective disorder and impulse control disorder. So that's where the self-harm interruption comes in. And of course she does provide great emotional support, but she's not an emotional support dog. I mean, every dog provides emotional support. An emotional support dog is just basically, it's basically for someone who is mentally disabled, who just needs a dog to comfort them, with no training required. And a service dog is different. They are task trained, which I listed off her tasks. She also helps me with pain I get sometimes, like really, really bad pain, muscle spasms, bone pain. I really don't know what it is yet. It's just really bad. And my tics, she alerts to my tics, which could be a part of my autism, the tics. And she lays on my neck, or puts her head on my neck, so the pain is kind of relieved a little bit. But basically with my pain, she helped me through opening and closing her crate, opening and closing doors, well, opening craft doors and stuff like that, But momentum pulling, which helps with the pain. Let's see what else. Bracing. Picking up stuff. And, also in case of a medical emergency, she's now trained to go get help. Usually from my mom, but I'm hoping that if she wanders away to go find my mom, that someone will notice her and she'll lead me to, she'll lead them to me. But yeah, that's basically, don't expect all service dog handlers to answer the questions this personally. When the question of, like, why do you need that dog? Are you even disabled? You don't look disabled. Like, don't expect all service dog handlers to answer stuff like that. It's actually a very rude question, but I'm just doing it so people can understand that no, she is not a fake just because she's a pit bull. She's not a fake just because I don't look disabled, yeah. So, yeah. What was I going to say? Well, yeah, that's about it, I think. You know, just not all disabilities are visible. Remember that. Not all disabilities are visible. I mean, if you look at me, I can move my legs, I can move my arms, my hands, my feet, my face. But yeah, I can move, I can talk, I can, I can do all that stuff, but I can't function in everyday life without her. Without her, because I've been in the hospital without her. Without her, I can't function without constant anxiety and depression. I mean, it gets really, really bad. Like, I will literally not get out of bed for a whole day, or just hurt myself repeatedly, throw out my food repeatedly. Just, it's not a quality of life. You know, it prevents me from doing things. Like, it prevents me from just thinking clearly. And yeah, it's a serious problem, And the hypoglycemia and asthma, I mean, well, one prevents me from breathing and the other prevents me from staying conscious, so, you know, yeah. But yeah, that's all. Just remember, guys, that not all disabilities are visible. And not all service dogs are guide dogs for the blind that are yellow laps. So yeah, there's a bunch of different types of service dogs, actually. Um, there's guide dogs, hearing dogs for the deaf, mobility assisted dogs for the physically disabled, medical alert dogs, medical response dogs for things like seizures, diabetes, cardiac issues, etc. And also psychiatric alert dogs and psychiatric response dogs, so just psychiatric service dogs, we just call that. Neurological and developmental disability service dogs, such as autism service dogs, fetal alcohol spectrum disorder service dogs, all that good stuff. So, yeah, and also, of course, multi-purpose service dogs for Diamond. So, yeah, thank you guys. Bye.